From translation, NKJV New King James Version. This 270th day of the year. Today we are reading passages Habakkuk, Zephaniah. Habakkuk chapter 1, verses 1 to 17. The burden which the prophet Habakkuk saw. O Lord, how long shall I cry out, and you will not hear? Even cry out to you violence, and you will not save. Why do you show me iniquity and cause me to see trouble? For plunder and violence are before me. There is strife and contention arises. Therefore the law is powerless, and justice never goes forth. For the wicked surround the righteous, therefore justice goes forth perverted. Look among the nations and watch, be utterly astounded. For I will work a work in your days which you would not believe, though it were told you. For behold, I raise up the Chaldeans, that bitter and hasty nation which marches through the breadth of the earth, to possess dwelling places that are not theirs. They are terrible and dreadful, their judgment and their dignity proceed from themselves. Their horses are swifter than leopards and more fierce than evening wolves. Their chargers charge ahead, their cavalry comes from afar. They fly as the eagle that hastens to devour. They all come for violence, their faces are set like the east wind. They gather captives like sand, they mock at kings, and princes are scorned by them. They deride every stronghold, for they heap up earthen mounds and seize it. Then their mind changes, and they transgress and ascribe their power to their God. Are you not from everlasting, O Lord my God, my Holy One? We shall not die. O Lord, you have appointed them as a judgment, and O Rock, you have established them for rebuke. You are of purer eyes than to behold evil, and you are stronger than to look on iniquity. Why then do you look on those who deal treacherously, and remain silent when the wicked devours a person more righteous than he? Why do you make men like fish of the sea, like creeping things that have no ruler? He brings all of them up with a hook, he catches them in his net, and gathers them in his dragnet. Therefore he rejoices and is glad. Therefore he sacrifices to his net, and burns incense to his dragnet. Because by them his portion is rich, and his food plentiful. Shall they therefore empty their net, and not spare to slay the nations continually? Habakkuk chapter 2, verses 1 to 20. I will stand my watch, and set myself on the rampart. And I will watch closely to see what he will say to me, and what I will answer concerning my complaint. And the Lord answered me and said, Write the vision and make it plain on tablets, that he may run who reads it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it will speak, and it will not lie. Though it tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not delay. Behold, his soul is puffed up. It is not upright within him, but the righteous shall live by his faith. Indeed, because he transgresses by wine, being a haughty man, and he does not stay at home, because he enlarges his desire as hell. And he is like death, and cannot be satisfied. He gathers to himself all nations, and heaps up for himself all peoples. Will not all these take up a proverb against him, and a taunting riddle against him, and say, Woe to him who increases what is not his how long, and who loads himself with many things? Will not your creditors rise up suddenly? Will they not awaken who oppress you, and you will be their plunder? Because you have plundered many nations, all the remnant of the peoples shall plunder you. You have shed blood in their lands, and you have done violence to the land and the city, and all its inhabitants. Woe to him who covets wicked gain for his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. You have counseled shame to your house. By cutting off many peoples, you have sinned against your soul. For the stone will cry out from the wall, and the beam will answer from the timbers. Woe to him who builds a town with bloodshed, and establishes a city by violence. Behold, is it not from the Lord of hosts that people's labor is for the fire, and nations weary themselves for nothing? For the earth will be filled with the knowledge of the glory of the Lord, as the waters cover the sea. Woe to him who gives drink to his friends, exposing his own sin, and making it known by his reverie. You are filled with shame instead of glory. Drink also, and stumble and groan. The cup of the Lord's right hand will be turned on you, and utter shame will be on your glory. For the violence done to Lebanon will cover you, and the destruction of beasts will terrify you, because of their bloodshed and violence for the land, the city, and all who dwell in it. What profit has the idol, though one has carefully formed it, having molded it like a cast image, and it is a teacher of lies? For its maker has carved it, for it is only a formation. Though it is of gold and silver, it is no breath at all. The Lord is in his holy temple, let all the earth be silent before him. Habakkuk chapter 3, verses 1 to 20. A prayer of Habakkuk the prophet, concerning Shigionoth. O Lord, I have heard your word, I was afraid. O Lord, revive your work in the midst of the years. In the midst of the years make it known, in wrath remember mercy. God came from Teman, the Holy One from Mount Paran. His glory covered the heavens, and the earth was full of his praise. His brightness was like the light, he had rays flashing from his hand, and there his power was hidden. Before him went pestilence, and burning fever followed at his feet. He stood and measured the earth, he looked and shook the nations. and the eternal mountains scattered, the perpetual hills bowed. His ways are eternal. I saw the tents of Cushan in affliction, the curtains of the land of Midian did tremble. O Lord, was your wrath against the rivers? Was your anger against the rivers? Was your rage against the sea, that you rode on your horses, your chariots of salvation? Your bow was made quite ready, oaths were sworn over your arrows. You divided the earth into rivers. The mountains saw you and trembled. The overflowing of the water passed by. The deep uttered its voice and lifted its hands on high. The sun and moon stood still in their habitation. At the light of your arrows they went, at the brightness of your glittering spear. You marched through the land in indignation. You trampled the nations in anger. You went forth for the salvation of your people, for salvation with your anointed. You crushed the head of the wicked and laid him bare from thigh to neck. You thrust his staff through his head. His spearheads shattered the charioteer. You walked through the sea with your horses, through the heap of great waters. When I heard, my body trembled, my lips quivered at the voice. Rottenness entered my bones, and I trembled within myself, that I might rest in the day of trouble when he comes up to the people. Though the fig tree does not bud, and there are no grapes on the vines, though the olive tree fails to produce, and the fields yield no food, though the sheep are cut off from the fold, and there are no goats in the stalls, yet I will rejoice in the Lord, I will joy in the God of my salvation. The Lord God is my strength, he will make my feet like deer's feet, and he will make me walk in my high hills. For the chief musician, with my stringed instruments,